All right, ladies and gents,
Welcome back.
it's Friday.
You know what that means.
Time for the best sports podcast. Time to kick back, talk sports, and make a bag for the weekend.
Absolutely. You guys know what we do around here. It's a tradition on Friday evenings. And we have a beautiful slate planned for you guys tonight. And we're super excited to get into it. A lot of fun to be had. Oh, sorry. Breaking news live. We're not talking about NBA. Cooper Kupp has officially reached an agreement with the Seattle Seahawks.
I want you to know, the Seahawks were one of my options on a poll I posted on X the other day.
Wow.
Fans well, I guess you could say overwhelmingly, but
Yeah.
55% Patriots, only 10% Seahawks.
Wow.
But I had the Seahawks as an option, so you know.
There he is.
A little bit of insight there.
Okay, I see.
I was surprised they'd make a pickup after it seemed like they were going full rebuild almost
Who's your
at this
quarterback?
point.
Sam
Darnold.
Darnold. Wow,
Yeah.
I totally forgot. Wow.
You swapped Geno for Sam Darnold and traded DK to pick up Cooper Kupp.
So it doesn't seem like they're giving up. I feel
Not
like
necessarily.
compared off last season, this is like
They're
we
not
can still
completely
win.
worse, yeah.
Like JSN's still very
I
good.
don't know. DK is, I feel like,
DK's
a
cool.
decent offensive loss, obviously.
Decent. That was their best offensive player. What do you mean?
Exactly. You're the one that came out saying they were saying Timo Baber. Don't come at me.
I'm just saying, JSN's still a dog. He's obviously going to take another step forward. He's probably wide receiver 1 next year. I think Cooper still got a little in the tank. And let's be real. I'm not a big fan of Sam Darnold, but I think he gives them a better chance than Geno did.
Obviously, we got a lot of Sam Darnold beef over here, but
Yeah.
I don't know. JSN lost a mentor, best friend. A lot of things going on over there. Going to be new chemistry to build, but they're not completely different on paper.
Right.
I guess they got more picks now. So, I mean, realistically,
That is true.
you get younger.
You could be honest on them, we'll have to wait and see. We're on the MLB section, and it's not breaking news. You guys already know. We're going to talk a little bit about our giveaway that we mentioned last week. So we talked about March Madness coming up. Obviously, we're in the middle of March, and right before March Madness starts, we get opening day for baseball.
Absolutely.
You guys know what we love to do around here. Something we did a lot the last few years. We like to give away Reds tickets. Obviously, we are Reds fans. We like to get other fans in tuned, and we got a pretty exciting team this year, so they should be fun to watch it.
Absolutely. So why not help other people go watch this exciting game?
100%. But while combining March Madness, you had a little clash here, a little duet between the two. We're super excited. March Madness starts March 20th, so we have about 6 days or so. And for all of our big sports fans or college fans out there, know tournament bracket challenges are always a thing.
Give me a quick second as well. I may be able to pull it up for our fans.
Beautiful.
I got it.
We're going to get the promo pulled up here for you guys. Give us just a second. But that's something we were going to talk about too, so we'll get into that here in just a moment. Don't mind the behind the scenes work we got to do.
Grind time.
Absolutely. Okay. I guess we can kind of mention it a little bit. We can talk a little bit more about it. But we're hosting an ESPN bracket challenge. Free to enter for everybody out there who wants a chance at Reds tickets. Obviously, March Madness will be over about April 7th, right around the time that the Reds are getting into the swing of baseball season being back. So we're going to be giving out 2 Reds tickets to the winner of the March Madness bracket challenge to any or home games of not technically choosing, but we'll kind of discuss best times and things. We're trying to cook up a very cool game to send you guys to. So.
Absolutely. In this promo, we'll talk about who you're going to go see. And, again, who specifically.
Okay, you do have it on there. Beautiful.
Now,
Spoiler alert.
There we go.
Beautiful. You guys can see it here on the screen. Don't mind us chilling here in the corner. We should be all
There we go.
beautiful. All right. Talk to us a little bit about it.
All right. Obviously, as you can see, we talked about it a little bit. March Madness bracket for these red tickets. Pittsburgh Pirates trying to cook up the Paul Skeens game.
Absolutely.
So obviously the dates is still to be determined between April 11th and April 13th. And again, to be determined as the end of March Madness comes and etc.
Yes.
But we're going to have everybody get in, sign up for the ESPN Bracket Challenge with the Travis and Jon Show group. Absolutely. When our post comes out on Facebook, so make sure you're following. Stay tuned tomorrow for this post. And then we're going to have you fill out a little information form, of course, in case you win, so we can get a hold of you and you can get these tickets.
100%.
And then it's just game time from there. Once these rankings come out and the brackets, you make your bracket, and whoever has the best bracket come the end of the tournament
Absolutely.
Gets 2 Reds tickets to the Pirates.
Absolutely. You can take a partner, a friend, a parent, anybody you want. You can go watch Paul Skeens and the Cincinnati Reds play some baseball.
Absolutely. Paul Skeens versus Ellie De La Cruz.
100%. It should be a big matchup. Paul Skeens, obviously one of the best pitchers. What pitching up and coming guy? I mean, he's there. Let's be real. But going up against a beautiful young team in Cincinnati, so we try to cook up the perfect game to send you guys to. And obviously, once again, it's all free to enter. We're not asking for nothing but an email and a phone number, so we can get you your tickets if you win.
Absolutely. So make sure again you're following and stay tuned for our post tomorrow when it comes out, so you can sign up for our bracket challenge. Submit your information.
Yeah, and all you'll need is an ESPN Fantasy Games account for this. Obviously, anybody who plays fantasy football or anything like that, you'll have one. So pretty easy, and we're super excited.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for that.
100%. Okay, now unfortunately we didn't really have much planned for the MLB this week, but this will officially be the last week. Tuesday will be the beginning, our opening day for the Tokyo series between the Cubs and the Dodgers, so we can start bringing back some, strikeout lays, some home run lays.
Absolutely. Next week will be.
Speaking of that, before we move on, I know it doesn't still say MLB on the screen, but we're still here. We will be posting on our Winnable for the opening Tokyo series between the Cubs and the Dodgers. That's WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show. Obviously, we get out free home run picks all year last year. We're so excited to get back into that this year. And we'll be cooking up some sort of same game parlay or something for the Cubs and Dodgers games to celebrate opening day.
Absolutely. We'll be at a lot of the games, obviously, as we're going to send fans to, and we're going to be digging in this season. We went on multiple streaks last season, including a 20-plus day straight streaks of just home run picks. So again, make sure you're tuned into our Winnables, WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show.
100%. Just have to get that quick promo in there.
Absolutely.
All right. We are on to NFL. And you guys seen in the promo, it's time for Mock Draft 2.0. We gave out Mock Draft 1.0 a few weeks ago. That was obviously a very early edition. We've kind of got some more news. We know the combine results, things of that nature. So it's time for a little more in-depth, advanced Mock Draft 2.0.
Absolutely.
But last time we did this, we had a beautiful PowerPoint pulled up for you guys that we used. But today we're going to do things a little differently. We're still going to have some interactive things here for you on the screen, but we're going to be doing it through a website, and we're going to be having things a little more visible and organized, and you can kind of follow along with us. Pull it up here real quick.
With our beautiful faces.
You can probably drop the camera like below. That way it's not covering anything. You got all that white space.
I don't think there's anything once the draft starts down here.
Beautiful. There it covers the ad too.
See, yes.
All right, we're in a beautiful spot. Our beautiful faces are still down here for you guys. As you can see on the screen here, we have an NFL draft simulator, and this is how we're going to control things. Just a little easier to do.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So as we get into things, rankings are still the same as Mock Draft 1.0. No trades as of this point, just free agency signings and off-season
discussions of trades and things of that nature.
Absolutely. Still sitting at number 1, the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah. This is still a very interesting spot. There's a lot of things they could do here. Obviously, you think Tennessee wants to go quarterback. Will Levis probably isn't the answer. But there's a lot of talent elsewhere on the board. Obviously, quarterback isn't the best player on the board, let's be honest. So what they do here is kind of still a toss-up. I really we could see a Bears situation where they eventually just trade out. I know I've seen a lot of rumors about the Giants moving him from 3 to 1, which would probably guarantee a quarterback selection there without a Russell Wilson or an Aaron Rodgers signing. I don't know, man. What do you got down?
I don't know. I think that outside of a lot of reports, I don't think that any of these teams are super keen on any of these prospects per se.
Right.
But I still think, as rankings sit, and without this trade, Cam Ward is the number one guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a lot of places. I think when you're drafting,
I think 101 is the one place in this draft that may be solidified.
Think so? Okay.
And outside of the trade.
Right. And I think regardless, even if there is a trade, you're trading up for a quarterback. You're not trading up for Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter. As good as they are.
They could, yeah, exactly. These teams that are there are hoping that situation happens and they sit where they're at.
Right. We all know quarterback has kind of become the essential 101 in most cases, unless you have a solidified quarterback, which is very rare for a number one pick.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the most position of need. I'm with you. We could stay Cam Ward number one. I think it's just best case scenario for Tennessee. You get the best upside in the draft at QB and a lot of talent.
Absolutely.
That still brings us to the Cleveland Browns. Haven't made many crazy moves.
Yeah.
Retained Garrett. You convinced him to stay. Paid him a bag.
I think it's because you can't make many moves. You're still under the Watson contract, and now you had to give the rest of your money to your franchise player that said, well, I'm not going to stay for $159 million to keep losing seasons. They said, how about 160? He said, all right, let me sell my name.
100%. I've had a lot of different, thoughts on this pick lately. I think a couple things to know. Browns went out and traded DTR and picked Kenny Pickett. Now, obviously, he's not the future. He's not your starter. He's not your guy. But I think they're preparing for a battle between Pickett and Watson, in my opinion. Obviously, you need quarterback. I think quarterback is where they should go here. Caught myself up there for a second. Do I think that's where they're going to go? Not necessarily.
Yeah, after 1.0, I think things have changed. Obviously, I mean, a lot of things to work out with this whole roster in Cleveland, especially with how financially it's going over there. But with things going for Shedeur, I think he's dropped over the last few weeks. And obviously that was our pick in 1.0, but I don't know if QB is the answer here for Cleveland, too. They made that mistake so many times.
Right. I really think this is between...
Especially with Cam Ward off the board. Sorry.
No, you're good. I 100% think this is between Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter. You can't go wrong either way. Now, do you want to pair Abdul Carter with Myles Garrett and have one of the best pass rushing duos in the league? Or do you go out and get a very needed position in Travis Hunter if he plays wide receiver?
What position?
Yeah, if he plays wide receiver. I don't know, man. I don't think you need a cornerback.
Literally every team in the NFL is talking about both. I may be able to pull up I may be able to see if the Browns specifically have answered that question. Because a lot of franchise GMs did.
I don't think you need corner if that's where you're going to play Travis Hunter in the league. You got Denzel Ward, you got Greg Newsome, and those are both two very good corners that you're going to keep on your outside.
The Browns see Travis Hunter primarily as a wide receiver, though they acknowledge, obviously, his ability to play both.
See, no, I think if they play him at wide receiver, this is the pick. You have nobody outside of Jerry Jeudy. David Njoku is getting old. I know you don't have a quarterback, but you need some kind of spark on the offensive side.
Your one faith in Cleveland has been defense.
Yeah, and I think that re-signing Garrett takes the need away from technically Abdul Carter. I think Travis Hunter is crazy good, regardless of where he plays.
The best player in the draft.
Yeah.
Well, he's one. Abdul Carter, possibly. They're 1A, 1B with each other. It's
100%
outside of that.
I think it's Hunter, man. What do you think?
I don't know. There's just so much with this roster. Well, I mean, my first three needs for quarterback, running back, wide receiver.
Yeah. You paid Myles Garrett to be the most paid player ever outside of quarterback. They'd be a crazy pairing. I get that. But I don't think you need him.
Yeah. Can't win a game with 0 points on the board.
It's facts. I think it's Hunter, man.
Travis Hunter
I think that's the smartest.
ends up in Cleveland.
I think that's smart.
And now New York's on the board. What do they do?
It's Shedeur.
Remember from the beginning,
Yeah,
the Shedeur cleats.
it's Shedeur.
Number one need quarterback. Obviously, Tommy Cutlets is not going to be your future starting quarterback if you want to things
The
to
only
change.
quarterback they have on roster at the moment, by the way. If he falls here, if you stick at three, and have a chance to draft Shedeur Sanders, there's no way they pass. I mean, it's what you need. It's what Malik Neighbors is asking for. You have none. You don't have a quarterback, quite literally.
I also had this more to the trade just because I want to mention the Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson cover. Obviously, again, I don't have faith in those quarterbacks, but that seems to me like they're prepared to not have Shedeur.
Right.
And I don't think they're necessarily more afraid of Cleveland.
Even if they do, I think if they do sign Rodgers and Russell Wilson, I don't think it's dumb to still draft Shedeur. I mean,
No, they're outside of their developmental quarterbacks in this draft. I mean, if this was any other year, they're probably not first-round quarterbacks.
Right, 100%. I think it'll help Shedeur if he has the chance to have a season with A-Rod or Russell Wilson. I think regardless if you sign them, obviously neither of them are long-term. You still need a quarterback.
Yeah, probably one season.
Yeah, and if you're going to sign one of these guys, you're not expecting to have the number one pick next year. You go sign Aaron Rodgers, you're not expecting to go 2-15. Let's be real. You have to draft a quarterback now when you have your chance. I think Shedeur is the best quarterback they've had since Eli.
I mean, outside of quarterback, this is the best the offense has looked since you've had prime Odell Beckham.
Right.
Tyrone Tracy's finally locked up as a stud at running back. He's young. He broke out last season getting his chance. Malik Neighbors, obviously.
Fantastic.
I mean, that offense looks good. Obviously, maybe in O-line pieces, but things like that can be fixed later in the draft.
Right.
I like Shedeur here.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with it. It's the best chance you're going to have at a QB. He's down there.
We're going to drop a little bit. I feel like, obviously, if we get into like mock draft 3.0 and those things, that's when trades may break out, and we'll talk about the total trades here. But I feel like now things are still so up in the water, we may not make some like huge trades.
Right.
Just because there's so many teams on the board that could potentially move here.
Yeah. Any of these picks, really. He's still on the board. Patriots are up. You have to take him dual Carter. If he falls to 4, there's no other choice.
Yeah, obviously Travis Hunter is gone.
Yeah.
Your quarterback of the future is locked up.
Drake May. That guy. And they've been big spenders in free agency. Day one, they spent the most money in anybody in the league. So, I mean, they're looking to build around Drake. You go get a guy like Abdul Carter to fix your problem last year of absolutely zero pass rush.
I want to mention also the Patriots are the happiest team in the league if this scenario works out the way it is.
100%.
You sit here and Abdul Carter, possibly the best player in the draft, falls to 4, and you don't even move, you don't break a sweat.
Yeah.
Best case scenario.
It's Mike Vrabel's guy. He loves his defense, man.
Exactly.
Go get Abdul Carter if he's here.
And if this is, again, best case scenario. Potential steal, again, maybe the 4th pick in the draft. But being able to sit there at 4, not break a sweat, and get the potential best player in the draft outside of controversy and development.
Right. It's a no-brainer.
Snack.
Okay.
Jacksonville. Obviously, a lot of things locked up in Jacksonville. Things didn't go as planned, but a lot of things still seem panned out. Trevor Lawrence, franchise quarterback, things aren't changing there anytime soon. Tank Bigsby, beautiful running back. I know you love him.
100%.
ETN, obviously a wide receiver. They got Brian Thomas Jr. And obviously a little shaky outside of that. But they got some pieces in Jacksonville. Yeah.
No, I don't hate the wide receiver look of this, but I also don't hate O-line. I think your biggest problem last year was the step back that Trevor Lawrence took. He was nowhere near as good as he should have been. Yeah.
He's number one.
You have to protect him. He still has a chance. He has some potential. He's not a bust quite yet. You still have an opportunity with him, but you have to protect him. There's a lot of good alignment in this draft. Best one on the board, obviously, Will Campbell. I don't know. Where do you think we go?
Obviously, our man, Membu, has been the big stud, obviously, since the combine.
Right.
That's still a shaky pick to me. I know he's moved up a lot of boards simply off the combine alone, but I mean, I just feel like you can't. Again, this is a trade scenario, but this is a possible can't go wrong scenario. You got to protect Trevor Lawrence. Give him 5 more seconds to get the ball to Brian Thomas. Give Tanks to do that gap. I mean, I think Will Campbell's only controversy is his arm length. Or maybe that's Kelvin May. One of these, I think Will Campbell, his arm length is like the controversial talk right now. But
you know,
I think Mel Kiper himself has said you have to have an outlier to be a good player, though.
Right.
Curry was too small and had glass ankles. I know it's a different sport, but just one of the best.
Same concept.
One of the best wrong scouting reports of all time.
100%. No, I agree.
So I feel like Will Campbell's still a safe pick here.
Yeah, I agree. You said Will Campbell. All right.
Now this is the pick that's changed the most. Obviously, Pete Carroll went out and got his guy.
Gino.
There's a spot they're missing. I think we may be on the same page.
Ashton Jeanty.
100%.
I mean, it makes so much sense. I mean, it's perfect. Your starting running back as of now, it's Cecile McCormick. He's horrible.
Your offensive coordinator is now Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
It's at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Your number one need is running back. You just got the Crosby extension done.
This is so obvious. I mean, it's a match made in heaven. Ashton Jeanty to Las Vegas just fits and sounds beautiful. I'm not a Raider fan, but he's guaranteed a starting spot. He's every down back. He's going to play. It fits beautifully. I'm here for it.
I like it.
Pete Carroll misses his Marshawn Lynch. He's not going to get another one.
Absolutely. Brings us the New York Jets, who now has a real sour taste in my mouth. Because their starting quarterback is who last week in my dream off-season scenario, I wanted to be my quarterback. On this whole paper alone, I got a sad face.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It hurts.
And now, I think there's a couple different ways you can go here.
New head coach Aaron Glenn over in New York immediately came in and said Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams aren't my guys. They're 40. Let's start things over.
Yeah, he did. He did just that. I think there's a couple things. Well, like I said, I think there's a couple ways you can go here. Obviously, I think you still could use O-line. You got to protect Justin Fields.
100%.
But I think another big position of need for them now could be wide receiver. Obviously, you still have Garrett Wilson, one of the better receivers in the league. But outside of that, you don't have much.
Alan Lazar.
Right. Let's be real. I mean, that's not much, especially as he's getting older. He was Aaron Rodgers' guy, so he was there. I think a wide receiver could help them a lot. I really like Terrell McMillan. I think he's the best wide receiver prospect in the class. Obviously, like you said, I do like Armin Mambu, just due to the fact they need O-line. And I don't hate maybe a Tyler Warren, but I think it might be a little early.
Yeah, Conklin, I know he's getting older, but I feel like he's still reliable. I don't think offensive tackle would be crazy, but again, now with some moves, I feel like this could be a traded pick.
Right. It definitely could.
Like 3 through 10 almost could be.
I mean, there's a lot
1
of
through
talent
10.
still. I mean, we're 6 picks in. There's still so much talent on the board.
Exactly. To where you don't have to. And we talked about it last week. There's talent from in each round.
Yeah, 1 to 7. I mean, you can get anybody. I don't know. I think it's an O-line or wide receiver. I don't think you go wrong either way. You get Justin Fields another target, or do you say you need O-line?
Something about the O-line.
I mean, that's a Jets thing to do, huh?
Exactly.
I don't even know if they really have much of all over there.
They were sitting at Olu Fashanu,
He's a dog.
John Simpson, Joe Tittman, Elijah Vera Tucker,
He's good.
and Carter Ward.
The tackle position needs some work outside of Fashanu.
He's been a tackle now. Is the stud Membu who's moved. I don't have a lot of faith in Membu as much as some. I can still see, obviously, coming up in this board, but
Right.
top 10 is a little janky.
Pushing it, yeah. I mean, we don't like him here. I also like Kelvin Banks still. But like I said, I also like McMillan. But if they do need O-line, I think it's Minbu or Banks.
This pick confuses me.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways they could go.
They got a report over here on Minbu. What's this say? 6'4".
Okay.
Powerful, athletic right tackle. Maybe tackle. Strength and techniques, and where's the combine stuff? I think it's 40 time and something else were what really stuck out to everybody. So you get 6'5".
He's a big boy.
I feel like you got to be more mobile in a way.
Right.
I don't know. I can see Minbu here. Okay. It seems like the New York thing to do.
I'm with it. Compare him and Fashawn, and you got your tackles of the future.
Exactly. But you just mentioned one thing before. I think this one.
Yeah.
I think it could go here.
I agree. Obviously, they re-signed Adam Thielen, who wants to finish his career in Carolina. You still have Xavier Legette, but you're in desperate need of a playmaker. I'm pretty sure we mocked Tyler Warren here, but I think with Teteroa and McMillan still on the board, it's a perfect fit. They need a receiver in the worst way.
Yeah.
Bryce Young, I'm not a fan, but showed a few flashes second half of the season last year once he got the starting job back. So giving him a big target that he can throw the ball up to, Teteroa.
Absolutely.
However you say it, everybody pronounces it.
Territorial.
Yeah, McMillan. That's what it is. Okay. And here we are.
New Orleans.
Now hear me out.
My number one need here was you.
100%. Now that we're here and I see who's on the board, I'm between two people, I feel like.
Mason Graham, obviously, here would be a beautiful pick.
Agreed.
A little bit of a fall from projected, but at 9.
I'm between. I really like Tyler Warren here. I think we're in desperate need of a playmaker. I mention that every time we talk, especially desperate need of a tight end. But I also really like Will Johnson for a couple of reasons. We lost Marshawn Lattimore, obviously, at the trade deadline last year, and we just lost Paulson Adebo to the Giants in free agency. Obviously, we went out and got Justin Reed, but he's more of a safety up-type kind of guy. He's going to play alongside Matthew. I think we're in very desperate need of a cornerback now, just to kind of step up, especially if we run these nickel sets with 3 corners. I think Will Johnson's a beautiful fit. I think him at 9 is a very good value. Could even 100%. Be the best corner in the draft.
100%. Would be the first corner off our draft, and probably the real draft as well.
Right.
I want to mention that I think it was Phil Yates that said, I believe Shamar Stewart was the Mickey Loomis pick here. But
listen, he's the last guy I want in this top 10. I don't think he's bad, but I'm just so sick and tired of drafting the same player every single year.
Every year. That's why he said it's the Mickey Loomis pick.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it. We got to switch it up. You just let our top 2 corners walk and leave. You traded one, you let the other one walk to a poverty franchise in New York.
The one thing they did do, though, was get Chase Young back, which wasn't expected by a lot of people.
Right. So why do we need Shamar? I understand Cameron Jordan's getting old, but you've drafted an edge rusher for the last 5 years. One of them's got to work out.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, man. You can't keep
You can't go 6 years straight.
Yeah. I think, in my opinion, I think it should be Will Johnson. I think that's the pick.
I'm with that, especially if he's on the board at 9. Snack.
That would be beautiful. I'd be so happy.
Now, Chicago. Again, this is a team that could trade up, trade down. I feel like this is a team that's right in the middle.
I want to mention one thing.
They O-line pickup this offseason.
I think O-line's out of the question here. I don't think you need it.
Have you seen the post the Bears made? The wall of
Dahlman, Joe Thuney, and there was another guy.
They have a wall of Chi-Town or something like that. It's crazy.
Beefed it up. Ben Johnson went and did his thing.
Yeah.
Last time we mocked this, it was Ashton Jeanty. He didn't fall this far this time. We got to switch things up. I think there's a multitude of ways you could go here. Obviously, I think you still need help on defense. You fixed your O-line problem. You have really good playmakers. You kept your 3 receivers around. Could still use an extra running back, but that's not really in play here.
Yeah, not at 10.
I like Mason Graham. Like I said, I think you need defensive help. I like Shamar Stewart. That was their biggest problem last year, was edge rush. Obviously, Montez Sweat helped that out a little bit.
Again, I feel like this is a pick that could be traded. You'd love to see the 2 running back set if it were to somehow fall that way.
Right.
But if Mason Graham's here at 10, I don't think you can go anywhere else.
No. I mean, he's the best player on the board by a long shot.
Again, this is outside of trades, but
this guy can be, the next Quinn Williams or Dexter Lawrence, the guy that can make plays in the middle of the defense and really set the tone for the rest of it.
Especially for a young team like Chicago, new head coach Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I like that. We can go Mason Graham. All right, scroll down our list here. 49ers are on the clock at 11. And wow, oh wow, they fell apart.
I don't know. They haven't changed a lot.
Haven't changed a lot. They've lost the most players of any team.
I know. I was trying to help the San Francisco faithful there. Okay.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy got his extension. CMC should be back in healthy. Knock on wood. Say some prayers real quick.
We'll see.
Debo to Washington.
Yeah. Brandon Ayuk possibly what now?
I was gonna say, obviously we saw the Ayuk controversy last season. But outside of that, Pearsall looks like a stud.
Right.
Pick up. He's starting to be more prominent. George Kittle, getting of age, but still Kittle.
Yeah.
So
your defense.
Yeah.
You lost a lot. You lost Talanoa Hufanga, your starting strong safety. You lost your best corner in Charvarius Ward. You lost Javon Hargrave in the middle. You lost, what's the other big name I'm forgetting? Oh my God, I'm blanking.
I'm picturing him too.
What did I say? My brain just shuts off at the worst times.
Alifanu, the cornerback, they went to Indy.
They lost somebody else. I don't know. It's going to come to me. It's going to make me mad.
See, this
Dre
is
Greenlaw.
I was going to say, this is the hard part of being a 6 sport analyst.
Yeah, literally. I remembered that because he joined Hufanga in Denver. But yeah, lost a lot of pieces. Your defense looks totally different. Obviously, you still got guys like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. Outside of that, you don't have a whole lot to look forward to at the moment.
Yeah.
You need help on the defense. I mean, you need help on the offense too at this point. But I think defense is the biggest need here. I like Shamar Stewart. I like Michael Williams. I like Malachi Starks. Replace Hufanga. I think he doesn't fall much farther. James Pierce. I like all those guys.
I can see Shamar here.
I do like that. I mean, you got to refill.
It seems like the 49ers think.
Yeah. You need somebody to put along Bosa now. Start the reset.
Dallas. Speaking of reset.
Okay. Jerry Jones has pulled the trigger a little more this offseason than the last few years. Now, don't get me wrong, not a lot of big names. But he's made some holes, filled in some spots. But you still have some things of need. Obviously, without a running back of any sort right now, you lost Rico Dowdle to the Panthers.
They did pick up.
Kenneth, wasn't it Kenneth? Or no, you guys picked up Gainwell.
Yeah. Now, see how
they did pick up a running back. I don't remember that. I don't think it was anybody. Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, Miles Sanders shouldn't be a starting running back, but
you still need help there. Let's be real. I don't know, man. I think there's a few options here. I don't hate Tyler Warren just due to another desperate need for a weapon of some sort.
Yeah.
I think you can't go wrong. I like Starks. I really like Matthew Golden starting to creep up boards after the combine.
100%.
Luther Burton must have fell far, huh? He hasn't popped up at
Yeah,
all.
he's not every Luka.
Wow.
Or squirting.
I mean, is it too early to reach on a receiver of some sort? That's your biggest need right now. I mean, CD can't do everything. Man.
Would it be a Golden? Texas. After that combine.
He's a really good combine.
He stays at home.
4.29. He's fast. I mean, if you go receiver, it has to be Golden at this point. I don't feel like that's a crazy reach. We've seen crazier things happen.
Golden to Dallas.
Let's do it. I like it.
You continue to support Dak, so give him another weapon to prove whatever you think he can prove for, year 10 at this point.
Yeah.
But Dallas continues with the rebuild. Pick 12.
Right. Okay.
Miami.
This is a weird team.
A whole bunch of whatever. Tyreek Hill saying he wants out and supposedly working things out. Who knows week to week with Tyreek Hill and the Miami Dolphins?
Yeah.
Your quarterback's brain has gone to mush at this point, but
you're sticking with him.
Sticking with him. He's young.
Yeah. I don't think you need a playmaker. Your running back and receiver slots are cool. You're obviously sticking with Tua. The O-line, I'm not 100% sure on. I don't know. I don't remember what Teron Armstead did. I think he re-signed. Maybe that could use some help. Obviously, defense is always in need. You still have Jalen Ramsey out there at corner. Your defense isn't terrible. You don't really have crazy pass rushers. Jalen Phillips kind of the main guy. This is an interesting.
Yeah, right now they need a left guard, right tackle.
You lost Javon Holland in free agency.
Tyreek Hill's the only listed wide receiver. Well, no, Jalen Waddle obviously. So who's the second? The way they have it.
I don't think
a lot of defense.
Malachi Starks is crazy. You got to replace the loss of Holland, who was your main up top safety last year.
I do like Starks. I don't think that's the worst picture.
I mean, it kind of feels right.
Just go over top and get the deepest player on your defense.
I feel like Starks might even go earlier than this, bro. I think he's down on draft boards just due to safeties not being high need.
Exactly. It's just a need draft at this point.
Tyler Warren.
100%. If it falls this way,
it fits perfectly. It's a beautiful fit. Obviously, you now have a quarterback duel of Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson in Indy.
There's going to be some O-line questions if Tyler Warren doesn't fall here after
right.
Quentin Nelson.
Right. They did lose Will Fries in free agency.
But I feel like they did have faith in the it may have been Quentin Nelson's replacement. Somebody's replacement they were pretty keen in on at that point.
Okay, so it's got to be Warren.
If this is how, again, the draft falls, no trades, and Warren is here at 14, or if Warren is here when Indiana's on the board, regardless of where it's at.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren's our guy.
Yeah, 100%.
Beautiful Penn State tight end.
100% dog. All right, Falcons. Raheem Morris took control in Atlanta. Turned them around a little bit. But we know one thing's for sure. Michael Penix is the future. They officially gave up on Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, after that horrible, probably one of the worst offseason decisions of all time at this point.
100%.
And Kirk Cousins. New offense.
Yeah. They got good playmakers. Bijan Robinson, one of the best backs in the league. Drake London played very well. Kyle Pitts still very mid.
The best thing you can do for a rookie quarterback.
Protect
Give him time.
They lost Drew Dahlman to the Bears. I like it. O-line, very desperate need for a lot of teams. Michael Penix wants to succeed.
Especially in a quarterback that can get outside of the pocket and need that last second kind of little shakedown.
Agreed.
Arizona.
Okay.
On the heels of Marvin Harrison Jr. Kyler Murray finally started to be competent, I guess you could say is one way.
One way to put it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they need. You just went out and signed Josh Sweat to a big contract. I feel like he fills your need for your thought of need for a pass rusher.
Yeah.
The defense isn't great. You drafted Marvin Harrison last year. James Conner, kind of probably still your guy. Got you Trey Benson behind him as well.
Jalen Walker started to creep up. I don't think their linebacker depth has been that great for him.
Not in a long time. I like Jalen Walker. I don't feel like anybody just sticks out here. I don't hate James Pierce starting to creep up, but I don't feel like they're in desperate need of a pass rusher.
Last season they had Baron Browning, Akeem Davis-Gaither, Mac Wilson.
Not great.
Yeah.
I like Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker is a good Arizona pick here.
Let's rock with Cincinnati Bengals. Pass rush, 100%. Your most desperate position in need. Sam Hubbard retired. You gave Trey Hendrickson freedom to seek a trade.
The reins to walk, I guess you could say.
I think this is Michael Williams or James Pierce. I think it's one of those two.
Something about James Pierce in Cincinnati, that connection just has really been hitting with me, and I don't know what it is.
I like it. I like James Pierce.
I just feel like he's that guy, the big
trade
Tennessee, the Tennessee boy.
Yeah, take him.
James Pierce to Cincinnati.
Beautiful. Seattle.
Sam Darnold. Again, we just announced pickup Cooper Kupp.
Still got Kenneth Walker, JSN. Your offensive play making point is probably solidified.
Yeah.
The defense, your cornerbacks are good.
Yeah.
Desmond Devon Witherspoon and Tariq Woolen. I guess the front seven could use some help.
And they have a back-to-back edge pick.
Yeah, I think so.
Marcus Lawrence, who
they did just sign DeMarcus Lawrence. I forgot. What's the O-line looking like?
Leonard Williams. Derek Hall, Tyrese Knight, and Ernest Jones, the linebacker.
That's not bad. Ernest Jones.
Boye Mafe.
Boye Mafe.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant, strong safety. Julian Love, free safety.
Julian Love played very well last season.
Obviously, you got Witherspoon and the nickel.
Yeah, Tariq Woolen. Their quarterback crew is good.
Yeah. Now they just need Cooper Kupp.
I think it's O-line or D-line. I think that's your two biggest positions in need.
Yeah, O-line had Abraham Lucas, Anthony Bradford, Olu Oluwatimi, Josh Jones, Charles Cross.
Charles Cross is good. I don't hate Tyler Booker.
They do need that inside Josh Jones and Bradford.
Which one do you think?
I could see Booker here. This feels like I don't know. We're trying to,
They're always in a weird spot.
Exactly.
Not sure how to feel about where they pick.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. I don't think you need, obviously, anything really on the offense. Your O-line's even really good. And your main positions are locked. Baker, Bucky, Mike, Godwin, Kate Otten. I think defense is probably where they're going to go.
Yeah.
Where
a lot of age there, too.
Is very questionable. I think Michael Williams is always a good pick at this point. Still sitting on the board as an edge.
Elijah Cansey and Logan Hall.
Those are more. I feel like those are more interior guys. Though. I feel like they tried to play Cansey on the outside. I feel like he'd be way more successful like on the interior. Outside of that, though.
Yeah, DB, Anthony Walker, Levante David, Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, I forgot David came back. They did sign Hassan Reddick. Okay, they kind of beefed up a little bit, man. Maybe they don't need Mike Hill.
Jamal Dean, Jordan Whithead, Antoine Winfield.
They did. Yeah, their safeties are cool.
Zion McCollum.
Maybe your corner.
Right corner, yeah. Tyke Smith, nickelback.
Who's even here corner-wise at this position?
Jahdae Barron, Chevron Revette.
Is it corner?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yep.
Donovan Edwards.
Benjamin Morrison.
He is really good, but it might be a little early for him. I don't know, though. I do like Benjamin a lot. You think it's corner? Is that what we're settling with?
I think it may be.
I think it's Barron or Morrison.
Unless.
I don't think they need safety.
I was going to say unless Memori played some kind of cornerback and they knew something we did.
Yeah, I think it's Barron or Morrison.
Old Notre Dame corner.
I like Benjamin.
6 foot, 5'10".
He was really good last year.
You have Texas or Notre Dame. They reach.
Notre Dame was in the national championship because of their defense. I don't know. Barron is really good, though. Go Barron. I do like
Barron.
We'll go Barron.
How about Aaron? Denver. Team pickups this offseason as well.
Wide receiver.
Picked up Evan Ingram.
Yeah, that is true. Outside of Sutton, you don't have a receiver. Running back, unless you stick with estimate, is a huge need now that you lost Javonte Williams. With who's here, man? I feel like their pass rush was decent last year. I don't feel like that's a big need. Obviously, you have the D-boy in Sertan.
Oh, yeah.
You still have, you don't have Justin Simmons. You got Hufanga now, though, and Drake Greenlaw you added. Forgot about that. Is it a playmaker? Is it like an Mbuka?
Yeah, so I don't have a running back, but again, I couldn't be the pick this early after Genty.
It could be Luther Burden.
Yeah, player you can play like that. Yeah, Zach Allen, DJ Jones, John Franklin Myers, Nick Benito, Alex Singleton, Drake Greenlaw, Jonathan Cooper, Pax Sertan, Brandon
Their
Jones,
defense is cool.
Riley Moss.
They had one of the best defenses in the year last year. They only got better.
O-line, Garrett Mold, Ben Powers, Luke Wattenberg, Quinn Minor, yeah, Mike McGlinchey.
Yeah, their O-line is strong too. It's wide receiver or running back. You gotta help Bo Nix. I think it's Ibuka, Luther Burden.
I could see Burden in Denver.
I could too. I do like that. Okay, we'll go Luther Burden.
Burden.
All right, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You got full control over this one. I won't even put in my input.
This is painful. Obviously, mock draft 1.0, we didn't get this far. I would have dove on a Lucas. Probably still would have been here at this point.
Right.
But we picked up DK Metcalf alongside George Pickens. I believe we still are holding that hand on the fact that George Pickens may be gone next season. Obviously, there's always that chance of controversy.
Right.
But I feel like Pittsburgh has been that team to not shy away from moving on from receivers. Once that rookie contract's up, we could also just let him walk.
Right.
So I believe next season being the last year on his deal, picked up DK, gave him a 5-year extension. I feel like now, obviously, I also want to mention that I feel like Aaron Rodgers is almost a lock at this point, and I'm not happy about it. But this is
the draft Jackson Dart here.
This is a scenario where if it was me and it's GM, I wouldn't hate that. Some personal mocks, I'm gonna do that, make myself feel better, 100%.
Right.
Maybe hop into Madden rebuild, Jackson Dart rebuild,
right.
DK and George Pickens. But with the board the way it is, obviously opposite TJ Watt, Hayward's getting old. I mean,
Alex Highsmith.
Yeah, we got Highsmith. I'm blanking on our D tackle. He's not the greatest, but he had some spurts last season.
Keanu Bit.
Yeah, thank you. You know my team better than I did. I just was looking at the team last night thinking about this exact scenario.
I just like using him in Madden rebuilds. Star diff.
I'm telling you, I'm not that guy. But I feel like if the board's this way, we love those Georgia dogs. It'd either be Mikkel or Derek Harmon to fill in that DT or play it in some kind of 2 DT fashion with how our defense plays. But I feel like being able to put Mikkel on the opposite of either Hayward or just outside of Watt, however you want to line up that defense,
right,
would be the best thing to do. And I feel like, again, quarterback may be solidified by the time we get here.
Unfortunately.
So I think Mikkel Williams would be a beautiful pick.
All right, I like it. Rock with it. We on to the Chargers.
Hardball in Los Angeles.
You 1,000,000% need help.
Yeah. O-line.
As well as receiver.
Yeah.
You lost Josh.
Well, I say last season, though, they went O-line. They also now have Najee Harris to just beef up that same game plan.
Joe Wall was a great pick. He's one of the best tackles in the league already. But you lost Josh Palmer. Obviously, you still have Ladd. QJ is not the answer.
Yeah.
Let's be 100% honest.
Still there for whatever reason.
Yeah. Horrible. He has no hands. Straight brick hands. I think Ibuka is in play here. I don't know. I mean, you did lose Joey Bosa. Re-signing Khalil Mack. Could use help on the defense at some point. Colston Loveland's here as well. I just want to mention that. He was Jim Harbaugh's guy at Michigan.
Yeah, so that would not be out of play at all.
Yeah. They do need tight end help. He's a playmaker. He's more
So that Will Disley.
Yeah.
And again, QJ is essentially their wide receiver too, Mike Williams.
Oh, they did bring back Mike. Okay, it's Colston Loveland. That's the pick.
Over Will Disley?
100%.
Yeah, Slater, Zion Johnson, Bozeman,
Yeah, you're all
Biskins. Why is Joe Alt listed as the second? The backup right tackle? Deshaun Hand at the end. Justin Bougie.
You got Khalil Mack, though.
You got Khalil Mack, Derwin James, obviously.
I think it's Colston. He gives them that Brock Bowers kind of feel.
Yeah.
He's Jim Harbaugh's guy.
I was about to say, it's just a connection.
He drafted Joe Alt. I know he did. Actually, that was... Joe Alt played for Notre Dame on Twitter.
Yeah.
All right, Green Bay.
Yeah. You still don't technically have a wide receiver one.
Mike Igbokwe.
You've got 15 wide receiver twos.
Yeah.
Jayden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, Tucker Kraft. Obviously, the pickup of Josh Jacobs last year has been amazing. You have Rasheed Walker, Aaron Banks, Elton Jenkins, Sean Ryan, and Zach Tom on the O-line. So that's a little shaky over there in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Lucas Van Ness, Kenny Clark, Devontae Wyatt, Rashawn Gary, Quay Walker, Edgerrin Cooper.
Really good.
Yeah, stud. Isaiah McDuffie, Jair Alexander, Evan Lamb, Xavier McKinney.
Defense is good.
Sean Nixon, Nate Hobbs. Stud.
The defense is straight. I don't feel like they have a single hole on defense. And let's be real. All those names are really good players.
Yeah. Kenny Clark still young.
Rashawn
I can
Gary,
see Igbokwe. I mean, if they've lost faith in one of these wide receivers.
Which one do you give up on, though?
Exactly.
You can't play four receiver. I mean, you can, but not consistently. I just don't feel like defense is a big need for him.
Unless they go back to this O-line.
Yeah, that is true. It's O-line or it's Igbokwe? What do you think?
I don't know. Igbokwe's got to go eventually, but then at this point it gets to where?
Right.
Minnesota doesn't necessarily. I mean, no.
Yeah.
Texans, I mean, they just picked up.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, to essentially replace.
Lost Diggs, though. So obviously Collins.
Technically. The Rams, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles.
None of those teams really need receivers.
Yeah.
I think you got to go with Igbokwe. I feel like it's just the best fit left.
Igbokwe to Green Bay.
Yeah. Let's do it. Beautiful.
Minnesota.
They've made a lot of moves. They've bulked the defense up a lot. They obviously filled out the offense. You're probably going to roll with McCarthy. Still have Jettas and Addison, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones. Don't need none of those guys. The O-line's good. Not bad. The defense, like I said, they bulked it up a lot of big names on the defensive line. You could use safety help.
I was going to say, I'm worried you wouldn't be terrible here.
I feel like you could even still use corner help with Sharon Reed or Benjamin Morrison on the board. I think it's a defense for sure. Which position, though, is questionable.
Yeah, where does Minnesota go?
I feel like it's corner. Like I said, they made some. I'm not 100% of the names off the top of my head, but they picked up quite a few guys on the D line. I feel like I just saw them popping off for random points.
Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave.
Yeah, Jonathan Allen, man. That's who.
You still have Harrison Phillips.
Yeah, I think it's
equal Harrison Smith.
I think it's Eminem or one of the corners.
Yeah, corner you got Byron Murphy in your nickel, but then you have Isaiah Rodgers at your right corner, Najee Thompson at your left corner. Your two main corners there.
They still have Harrison Smith, I do believe, too, but he's getting old. Yeah, it's Reed, Eminem or Morrison. What do you think?
Oh, Harrison Smith getting older. I could see Siobhan.
All right.
Cornerback to Minnesota.
Beautiful.
Houston's on the board.
The safeties don't really need much help. Your playmakers are fine. Corners are good. Derek Stingley's an animal. That Kamari Lassiter dude is fantastic. They're going to be a beautiful 1-2 punch. The D-line, maybe. Maybe Hammond.
I'm going to say Hammond wouldn't be, Harvard.
Jahad Campbell. We know D'Amico Ryans loves his linebackers.
Campbell, also from Alabama, would still be a steal at this point.
Nick Scorton's also a really good edge rusher.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those guys.
I can see Jahad going there.
You're right, Jahad. Let's do it. Lock it in. Jahad Campbell it is.
Yes, sir. Brings us to the Los Angeles Rams.
And you obviously don't need receiver. You don't need running back. You don't need quarterback. O-line possibly. D-line I don't feel like so much. I really like the crew they have down there.
Yeah.
Jared Verse and Kobe Turner.
So you still got Brandon Fisk, yeah.
Yeah, I think their D-line's good. Anchor corners could use a little work, possibly.
But at this point, is there enough left for them to reach?
Yeah. I feel like if you go corner, it has to be Morrison. Or, obviously not. I'm sure Evan Warrior can play kind of the hybrid role.
I can see the Rams beating up that O-line for Matthew Stafford.
Okay. We go Josh Simmons it is.
Josh Simmons, Baltimore, the pickup of another 45-year-old wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Obviously, regardless, that offense was amazing year one. Gonna have more chemistry.
Derrick Henry is still very capable.
I mean, that O-line has been really good. I don't know if that's necessarily a need.
We're into a very interesting spot.
Yeah.
Your safeties don't really need help. Defensive line isn't bad. Your corners are good.
Matabuki at the end. Travis Jones, the nose tackle. Broderick Washington. Adafe Alway.
Maybe Scorton wouldn't be a bad pick here.
Trenton Simpson, Kyle Van Noy, Nate Wiggins, Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, their corners are fine. Their secondary is fine in general. I think it's Scorton or man, I don't even know.
I can see them taking the Harmon pick. Harmon or Scored?
I feel like it's Scorton, right? I feel like Matabuke has that interior, the D-line locked.
Yeah.
I like Scorton.
Nick Scorton beefing up the defense in Baltimore.
100%.
Can't score 33 and lose because he let up 34. Come on, Baltimore. Detroit. Again, just inches away. That defense, though, was missing most of their pieces.
It was, indeed.
You could, again, now beef it up even more. You could add whoever at this point.
What do you add? That's the question. What do they need?
Who do you add?
They don't need nothing. Your offense is completely set. You have playmakers everywhere. One of the best O-lines that's in football. Your defense is still good. Kirby Joseph is really good. Your corners are should be good.
Yeah, I feel like with Harmon still here, that's a safe pick.
Yeah. I feel like he could fit alongside the other guys. Obviously, you still have Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, coming back to play on the edge.
We can guard that. They do have I'm blanking his name. I'm looking at his face in my head, but they have a really good interior D tackle that they locked up. I'm really going to be so mad when I hear his name. They literally just signed him last year. Or they extended him last year.
DJ Reader?
No.
Ali McNeil.
Yeah. Ali McNeil.
He's really good. DTs are kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Aiden Hutchinson, Josh Pascal on the other side.
Is there a really good edge rusher
Marcus
left?
Davenport.
Yeah, they did re-sign Davenport.
Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes.
So you got a linebacker? I'm like half blind.
I'm on the DTs.
Oh.
Linebackers.
Not really.
Chris Paul Jr.
Hey, CP.
Word.
My boy CP. You do not go running back. Oh, that's Edge. I thought I said Donovan Edwards.
This is where the draft really shakes up these last
JT
5.
Tumialo is really good. I feel like he's the next edge rusher I'd take. Wow, they had him down 4 though. That's insane.
Yeah, who was it?
JT Tumialo.
Yeah, I don't know why he's ranked that low.
Tumialo, whatever you say. That's close enough.
I feel like regardless, this is just like a safe and developmental pick.
You don't need anything. There ain't no need for nothing over there. You take JT? I mean, I don't know. Who do you think?
I feel like JT could be the pick.
Maybe a little bit of a reach. I mean, do you still need help at corner? Benjamin Morrison's not a bad pick here. Obviously, you got Terry and Arnold, signed Carlton Davis, I believe. Or lost Carlton Davis.
It's not Pete Robertson.
They were really big on him last year.
DJ Reed, Terry and Arnold.
They added DJ Reed. That's what it was. So I don't think you need corner now.
Brian Branch on the nickel.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Kirby Joseph. Brian Branch. Playing strong safety as well.
Wow, their safeties are so good.
So is Brian Branch the nickel and the strong safety?
No, he plays nickel. It just really depends what they play. If they can run nickel, he's the nickel corner. You don't run nickel every play.
I feel like you could get DN just because you saw what happened after Aiden went down.
Yeah. And absolutely.
JT here?
Yeah, I'm wrong with it.
Ohio State. Commanders. A lot of beef ups this offseason. Straight building for success, 1 game away. Jaden did his thing. They're trying to help.
Only gotten better. They're so much better than they were last year already. I don't know, man. This is a tough pick. There's nothing that's screaming that you need. I feel like your corners are good. Obviously, you have Marshawn. I mean, you did trade away Jonathan Allen. You still have Duron Payne. Is that his name?
Yes.
Evan Worry, I don't hate. I feel like their safeties aren't great.
Detrice Wise Jr. playing your lefty. Then Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, Dorrance Armstrong, Frankie Lulu, Bobby Wagner, Dominic Hampton, Jonathan Jones, Will Harris, Marshawn Lattimore.
Will Harris and Jonathan. I guess Jonathan Jones is okay. I feel like Benjamin Morrison's not a crazy pick here. I also like Nick. I feel like who's their starting safeties? I feel like they're not great.
Will Harris, Quan Martin.
Yeah, I feel like you have to go. Emin Warrior, or however you say it.
Emin Warrior.
Yeah, USC, or I guess South Carolina.
Yeah, still being here, you beef up the back end of your defense.
Okay. This is Benjamin Morrison. I feel like they need a corner so bad. You're this late in the draft. He's still there. He's very good, especially at this point in the draft. Good value. Has so much potential. And it's a desperate spot of need for those guys.
So you're 1 game away, Buffalo.
You gotta lock up the receivers, man.
Benjamin Morrison. The downfall or the recovery? Kansas City's back after their first Super Bowl loss in 3 tries.
Yeah. And they could use a plethora of things.
Yeah.
They traded away Joe Thuney. I feel like there's no crazy offensive lineman here now.
Still have Chris Jones. Travis Kelce should be gone after this season.
You don't need a receiver. You
resign your new trio. Should finally play.
Yeah, depending on what comes out of this Xavier Worthy case.
It was dropped.
Oh, it was completely?
Yes, because it came out that she was faking it.
I agree.
Or not faking everything, but she was assaulting him. And
I saw that. Yeah.
Well, that's he asked her to leave because like she cheated on him or something like
I told you that.
months ago.
That's not your grandma's. Yeah. Make sure you know that. Do you prepare for life after Chris Jones? I feel like there's not a guy.
I was going to say, once you're at 31, this isn't.
This isn't. I mean, he's not going to play right away on a team like this.
Yeah, Nolan or a Harmon here.
I think you just go Harmon, right? He's kind of fell down the board a little bit. He's probably the best interior guy left. Even if you, keep Chris Jones for a little while, he's somebody that can play alongside Chris Jones.
Almost lost him, 3 seasons ago?
Yeah, literally.
Before their Super Bowl run.
Ironically.
All right, Harmon, and then you're Super Bowl champs. Close things out in Philly.
Man, where do you go?
Yeah, there's no need.
You don't need.
You lost Slay.
Offense. You did lose Slay. But you have Quinn Mitchell and Cooper DeJean who are the 1-2 no matter what.
Yeah, regardless.
You did trade away CJ. You beefed up that O-line a little bit in Kenyon Green. You lost Kenneth Gainwell.
You take a backup running back? I feel like in the first round, it's still no reason to take a backup running back.
Right. Isaiah Bond. They don't need a receiver though. Let's be up front. A lot of good tight ends. You still have Goddard. Josh Connerly is really good if you want to go O-line. This is a weird pick. I feel like the defense, I just feel like there's not a need, right? I feel like they have so many defensive pieces. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. You did lose Sweat. Actually, I guess you're right. They did lose quite a few defensive line guys this offseason.
This is, the small,
They did lose a lot of pieces. I think they lost 8 people or something from their Super Bowl team last year.
Where did they go? Did they go edge or interior?
I feel like your interior is fine. Jalen Carter is there to stay. Jordan Davis is really good. You need edge.
Between Donovan and Mike Green. I feel like Mike Green's fallen in this ranking a little more than he should.
I'm cool with either. I feel like either one's a good pick. Who do we want to close it out with?
Like Mike Green reminds me of the guy that Roofy slept.
King Green?
Yeah.
Bobby Green.
Oh, Mike King, Bobby Green.
All right, close it out with him.
Mike Green to Philly to close out our 32-pick draft.
Absolutely. Mock Draft 2.0 is official. Our results are here on the screen for you to take a peek back at.
Quick run back. Cam Ward to Tennessee. Again, I feel like that's almost lock at this point. Right. Travis Hunter to Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders, your guy in New York. Bill Carter falls to 4 for the perfect scenario in New England. Will Campbell beef up that O-line in Jacksonville. Ashton Jeanty for the new look Las Vegas Raiders with Tom Brady and ownership being the talk of town. Yeah.
Chip Kelly.
Our man Mimbu slides up the boards after his combine to the Jets. Territorial McMillan get something to work out over there with Bryce Young in Carolina. Will Johnson to strap up that defense after the Lattimore departure. Yes. Mason Graham in Chicago. Shamar Stewart to the Niners. Matthew Golden for a playmaker in Dallas. Malachi Starks defense in Miami. Tyler Warren the tight end in Indy. Kelvin Banks an offensive tackle for the Falcons. Jalen Walker a linebacker for the Cardinals. James Pierce for that edge in Cincy. Tyler Booker an offensive guard for the Seahawks. Janae Barron a cornerback for the Buccaneers from Texas. Luther Burden. You get another playmaker outside of Cortland Sutton, see him doing this too fast. Michael Williams, because at this point we're getting old on defense in Pittsburgh. Colston Loveland, tight end, playmaker, hardball connection.
Yeah.
And Emeka Egbuka, another playmaker in Green Bay, hopefully a number 1 wide receiver. Cornerback, do you know how to pronounce that one?
I'm half blind, I can't even see.
It's like Chevron Rubel or something like that.
I thought it's Jihad Reed.
No.
That's what I said earlier.
Rebel. I went with it. Jod Campbell, linebacker to the Texans. Josh Simmons, offensive tackle to the Rams. Nick Scorton, edge to the Ravens. JT Tuamalu, edge to the Lions. Nick Amenwari to the Commanders. Benjamin Morrison, cornerback to the Bills. Derek Harmon, defensive tackle to the Chiefs. And Mike Green, edge to the Phillies. For the Philadelphia Eagles.
Phillies, man.
The Phillies.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Ready for them home run slips, I'm telling you. The Schwarber bombs. About to have 90 of them slips.
Facts. So hard. But that is our official mock draft 2.0. We still have a couple more before draft season gets underway. So we've got a little over a month left before April, 20th, 23rd, something like that.
More trades, more scenarios to pop off between now and then.
Absolutely. So things are obviously still subject to change. None of these are official. These are just obviously guesses based off our research. So we'll have a few more of these before draft season. But for now, that's all we have planned for the NFL. I feel like that went well. Broke down why and how some of these players fit where, and it was much different than our first one. So,
absolutely. So stay tuned for future mock drafts.
Absolutely. We're not done with you guys just yet, though. If you guys have become normal around here, or like usual around here, or if you're not, we always close things out with one of the better segments we have, Deal or No Deal.
Absolutely. The most original segment around, the most original podcast segment you will find. NBA Deal or No Deal, Deal or No Deal formed around the NBA, where we will select cases, you know the deal, around Deal or No Deal. See what I did there?
Yeah.
But again, stay tuned as we will get everything set up and switched over for that here very soon. And our very last segment as we unravel our NBA players to compete.
Absolutely. But we do have to take a short intermission to get that set up for you guys. It won't take us but a few minutes. We have everything behind you. We just gotta
swap the scenarios.
Essentially. Yeah, turn the camera
Flip
around
the scenario.
set it up. So give us just a few minutes. Stay with us. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gents, in our closing segment.
Welcome back again. We are here, and it's time for NBA Deal or No Deal. We love this segment around here. It's become a annual tradition over here in the Trap. This is Jon Show. It's a homemade, original idea that we came up with and put together for you guys. So we're super excited to continue this trend and see if we can keep shooting out some bangers.
Absolutely.
All right, real quick here before we get into this week, we'll give you the results of last week. I finished with Devin Booker last week, and John finished with Tyrese Halliburton.
If you are a longtime fan around here,
Yeah.
there's a thing known as the John curse in Deal or No Deal.
And it strikes again.
Every player I end up selecting, drafting, ending up with, whatever you want to name it in this scenario, every one of those players ends up injured.
It's happened like 4 weeks,
Whether it happens to be season ending or for those games, just because it's my luck. Every time.
Kyrie the first week, season-ending injury. Tyrese, I don't remember who you had in between that or before.
This also went on last year, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why I said for long time fans.
Yeah. So, continues to be, you don't want to be drafted by John, a Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, so hopefully NBA players are tuned in, praying and knocking on wood that it's not them.
Yeah. So Tyrese played one game, scored 63 fantasy points in that game. D-Book played all three, scored 55, 67, and 40 for a total of 162 in the dub for me again this week.
Yeah.
Not thankfully the curse, but because of the curse.
Essentially, yeah.
There's your list.
All right.
Let's get down to business. Give me a case you want.
Right in the middle, essentially. Yeah, wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5.
Okay, 5's yours. Give me 3 you don't want.
2.
Okay, we fire them off quick. We ain't playing around out here, huh? 2, you say. Number 2, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, all right. Good start. Good start.
Okay, give me another one.
8.
8. Okay. Fire. Number 8. Okay. What if I told you it was Chet's team? SGA.
Yeah, she expected.
That's how it always goes. Give me one more.
4.
Foe. Case number 4. Okay. Not bad. He's like Ron Williamson. Now, I just wrote those as I remembered them. They're probably not technically in order. First 3 are. I don't know about the last 6. So I don't know. Sorry, I was technically 4. I think he was lower. Alright. Cool. Time for Banker to do his work.
Need him to dig in.
Let me see.
Send me a bag.
Got Jokic, Giannis, KD.
Send me Wemby and 3 first-round picks.
Wow. That's a haul.
A haul.
That's a
I
lot.
deserve a haul. I got a lot on the board.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Tell me you wouldn't trade that for Wemby.
What? Okay. He's kind of hooping. Let me make sure they put enough games. I didn't realize he was putting up numbers the way he is. Pacers are down 8 miles.
Need to come back, Indy.
Okay, we're good. We're ready to rock. My first offer. Give me the pin.
Pacers are down 9.
Nice.
That left before half. We're going to come out with a whole new life.
I sure hope so.
Celtics Heat about to go into half tied. Heat came out cold. But Celtics came out in the second quarter real cold.
Now, it's not necessarily a crazy name, eye popper, but I feel like you're sleeping on him. He's been playing super well. I'll offer you
Me sleep on something?
Evan Mobley.
Been a dog lately, especially on the defense.
He's been putting up big numbers.
We also had him in the first basket.
We did indeed.
That hits. It'd be
Be cool.
good sign.
Maybe you give us some good juju.
See.
Just take it.
I think this is the point of the game where you just gotta, right? Roll the dice.
Whatever. Give me 2 more.
7.
It's number 7. Okay. Could be worse. Okay, Cunningham.
Okay.
One more.
1.
You're missing one of them. Because you've given me 3 cases in the first round. Oh, God, are you not keeping up? Right? This should be your 5th Elin. You only got 3 marked off.
This is my 4th. This next one will be my 5th.
Exactly. And you only got 3 of these marked off. You should have 4 of them. So what case did you mark off? You still have 1. You still have 3. You still have 6, 8, and 9. You got rid of 8, remember? 8 was SGA. Okay. Now, what case did you say?
1.
You said 1?
Yeah.
That's what case you want to get rid of?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine with me. You just eliminated Nikola Jokic.
Okay. Let's go our plan. Remember that.
Don't remember that.
Remember that.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Give it here. That was a big hit, man. That was a rough one.
We'll be okay.
Think so. Okay, he's out for a while. Good to know. And the options are limited here.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Give me. We don't do this often, but sometimes drastic measures call for drastic outcomes, however you say that. Sloppy handwriting. I'm offering you somebody you've eliminated, Kate Cunningham.
Oh, a little throwback, I believe, from last season. We've got to do that.
Yeah. Oh,
right smack dab in the middle of what you got left. Been good. Boy, averaging almost 10 assists a game. You shaking my hand?
It's a deal.
You not taking the chance on Jokic?
It's
Or
a deal.
Giannis?
Alright, I'm gonna play it safe. I've had a lot of bad luck in this game
First deal we've had in a while.
over our seasons now. I guess we should play it out real fast, shall we?
Absolutely. Give me 2 more.
9.
Anthony Edwards.
Ouch. Probably would have been who like I preferred outside of Giannis.
Okay. 1 or 3 and 6.
6.
Wow. Wow. 6 was indeed Devin Booker.
Ooh.
Wow. All right, so would you keep 5 or are you taking 3?
I think I would have kept 5.
You would have kept it? Yeah, that's not that big.
See, that's literally how the universe is. You can't tell me I'm not cursed.
His 3 was KD.
You can't tell me. You can't convince me otherwise.
That could not have
Any
been
other
KD.
week, I write it out.
This
You
week.
can't convince me otherwise.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Your boy ended with Cade Cunningham on the first deal taken so far this season, and could have had Giannis. So we're going to take a short intermission here. We're going to get the other game set up here behind me. John will be your host while I'll be playing.
Pacers
We'll
are
see.
down 4.
That's what we like to see.
Going into
Beautiful.
half.
We
Way
still
to
got
close out
time.
the half.
Facts. Beautiful. All right. So we will take a short intermission here. We're going to set up my game here behind us, and then we'll be right back. So stay tuned, and we'll see who goes.
We are back with the final round of Deal or No Deal.
Absolutely. John ended his game with
We'll talk about it.
Cade Cunningham. We finally made a deal on Deal or No Deal for the first time so far. We brought it back.
Cade been a dog. You know, I've been having a lot of close call games. You know, my luck been here and there. So I didn't take the risk. Played it with Cade. Played it safe. Took Cade.
Could have had Giannis.
Hypothetically, could have had Giannis.
But we'll see how this game plays out and we'll see if they'll live to regret. All right. I'm going to select case number 4.
All right.
I'm going to eliminate my first deal in case number 6.
6.
You forget to put on.
No. Couldn't reach it. Zion.
Beautiful. We'll take that. Okay. We'll go case number. I said 4. 9.
Flip the 6 upside down and get her gone.
D-Book.
Hey! Okay. We off to a good start.
Oh, more than, huh?
Not a bad start, hey?
Case number 5. You copied me, you sick SOB.
Got it.
You sick SOB. No way you did that.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
You did.
I did not.
Don't lie to me, you sick son of a gun.
Whatever. Talk to me. Who you giving me 3 games per to use?
Let's check up on some bets and see how we look there. And Duke got it locked. They got 21.
They didn't follow the Duke bet. They don't care about the Duke bet. They do tell them about our bet.
Well, Pacers are still down 4 at halftime. Celtics are currently tied with the Heat at half.
Let's say a bunch of halftime games.
Has 12. The Rockets are up 8 early in the first. The Hornets are up 7 on the Spurs early in the first. And the Magic and Timberwolves are currently tied at 9, about 5 minutes into the game. So not a bad start there. Pretty good look for us so far. Hopefully the Pacers can complete the comeback and clutch up, and the Celtics can do their thing.
Oh, they play Friday. Only 2 games.
Unfortunate.
I had a good idea in mind.
James Harden got 9 with 6 minutes left in the second.
Really not a lot of options.
No, there's a lot of injuries that we're dealing with right
70 Saturday, Monday, Tuesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay. Who was
4.
it? Who was that?
The Warriors.
Oh, are you not giving me Steph?
No.
He wasn't giving me Jimmy. I know that.
Buddy Hield.
He ain't giving me no Buddy Hield.
Best offer.
I would have said no and ran with it.
You would have said yeah. Like a thief. Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh my gosh. Give these boys a break.
It's a weird next week or so of basketball. I'm probably not going to accept it anyways. Wasting your time.
You want to just go ahead and sim ourselves around too here because they're real bleak unless I'm throwing you somebody outside of our rankings essentially.
Yeah, that's what I threw you could.
All right. So going to round 2.
Okay. Let's get rid of case 3. No, yeah. No.
Case 3.
No. I take it back.
See? Should have. Ant.
Oh, I should have. I'm cool with that. We'll live with it. We'll live to see another day, baby. Let's get rid of case 7.
Lucky number 7.
No way you did it.
6, 7. You know who else is number 7? Kevin Durant.
I'm okay with that. I live with those. All right. Technically, the banker's back. We can see him.
That's the top 3 anyway.
Yeah,
Outside of the that's the top 3.
Essentially, I just hope I don't get Cade. Okay. Let's hope this is Cade.
You got Chet. What case is he in?
I just don't want to start with the same person. Let's get rid of 8.
Number 8. Nikola Jokic.
You're so lame.
I didn't even know that.
You're so lame, bro.
I just forgot who it was and wanted to hide it.
8? Why? Get rid of 1, I guess. It's probably going to be SGA.
Yeah. So in case I know, go ahead and mark it off. Chet Holmgren.
Hey. Okay, we're here. It's SGA or Cade. Well,
back in contention. Don't make the wrong choice.
This isn't good. You put Chet and you put... Who else was D-Book maybe in 2 and 3? Or 1 and 3? I'm going to swap and take case 2. I'm settling with case 2. Let's pray it's SGA. Final decision.
Final decision. Perfect drum roll.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Wow.
The matchup.
Wow. What do we do here?
Well, in this scenario, it's now up to us to come up with a tie-breaking decision.
Okay. You have something in mind?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, we could do something small, like it's we could pick between 3-pointers, and I don't know. It's a real hard decision here.
I truly don't know. I feel like even if we did like assists and rebounds, obviously he gets more assists and boards. He gets more points and assists.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
That's
like you can't.
Lopsided. Steals and blocks. I don't know. Let us think on that one. We'll come up with something.
Yeah. We got a week to decide. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we can obviously just fill you in next week when we announce the winner. So that's how that played out. Cade Cunningham versus Cade Cunningham.
Absolutely.
Like I said, we'll figure
I'm
something out.
trying to tune into that.
Yeah. I have to break out the blacktop that we mentioned a couple weeks ago. So we'll see what we can come up with. We'll figure out something, and we'll determine a winner one way or another. We can't have no ties or anything.
Absolutely. We ain't gonna fail people like that.
Absolutely
That's not the Travis and John show.
Ain't no fun, man. I want to see that.
Travis and John show is back 7 days, March 21st.
Absolutely.
Again, finally getting bright and sunny in most places. Beautiful time of year.
Absolutely. Where next week's show should be a lot of fun. We'll obviously have opening day to talk about for Cubs versus Dodgers. We'll have the beginning of March Madness to start discussing.
Absolutely. I think we'll be diving in next week.
Yeah.
Two exciting ideas.
100%. We have a lot to unpack. We're going to get into a nice couple week stretch of sports I'm super excited about. We got the NBA playoffs around the corner. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I just can't preach enough how excited I am to start building home run parlays.
Again, yeah, it's going to be exciting, especially again even next week alone. But as we get into it, it's going to keep building excitement, things we can get into.
Right.
I don't want to put too many spoilers out there, but I feel like we can also be getting back outside here soon, getting connection with certain places, things like that.
100%.
Find us a place outside now that's getting nice again. Figure some things out.
We have some ideas in the works. We have some things going on behind the scenes. We can't say anything just yet, but we're working. Just know that.
Absolutely. As always, over here at the Travis and Jon Show.
Absolutely.
But also, as always, I mean, I think we've kind of covered all topics here tonight.
Right.
Gone over our giveaway. So again, make sure you're staying tuned tomorrow for that.
We'll have the
Post should be out. We've gone over that again. We'll have this episode posted, so hopefully anybody not there in that exact moment can go back, find some more info, be briefed again. And again, it's supposed to be out tomorrow.
100%. It's for all free to enter for a chance at some Reds tickets to go see Paul Skeens versus Ellie De La Cruz. So you're not going to want to miss that opportunity.
Exactly. Mashing up March Madness with some MLB.
Absolutely.
Should be a fun combo to keep some fans engaged.
The perfect March matchup, man.
Exactly, Steve.
Beautiful. So yeah, like he said, stay tuned for that. It'll be here on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, go check out our link tree in our bio where we have it almost every other platform we're available on. We're available on just about anything you can use at this point. So there's no excuses. Follow us somewhere. No.
Exactly.
We appreciate all the love and support, though. Either way.
Exactly. Going over NBA, got all our bets in, weekend bets. Going over our new mock 2.0. I think all bases have been covered.
Absolutely. So with that being said, we will see you guys next Friday, live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And we hope everyone has a great weekend. Good luck on any sports betting this weekend. And let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the 2 days off we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
We appreciate you for tuning in. I'm going to see you guys next week. As always.
Been the Travis and Jon Show.
Live.
On Facebook Live.
And
TikTok Live.
Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next week.